Alright, welcome back to Kizami Chan Productions, and today I'm going to show you how to set up a scene with static background characters. Okay, so what I want to do is just create a static character. Um, I'm gonna have like a picture of a school or a scene with a school where my main character will be in the scene. Of course, this is not her. This is a background character that I'm working on randomly. So I will call this student. And of course, it's just composed of multiple layers, as you can see. But I'm still not done with this character. See, to have an appearance of multiple background characters for the scene, I'm gonna adjust some of the layers itself so that way I have multiple ones to choose from instead of just one. So anyway, I'm gonna duplicate this here and put it inside the group layer. Call this hair switch. Oh. Then right click, then convert to switch. So since I already created my first layer, let's also create the second hairstyle real fast. It doesn't have to be anything special, just has to look different. So I'm just adding the points to make a different hairstyle. Of course, you can do this with any of your characters. So this is going to be like a static character. I want to make one more layer to this hair switch. Let's also come from this side to the head, so that way it looks emo, I guess. We also can change the hair color if we want to. And let's also rename this last layer back here. Let's do the same thing, put it inside the group. Call this back here switch. If you're just wondering where I was for a couple months, not doing anything to my YouTube channel, I've been working for 45 hours a week. I still am. Okay. Let's also make a a corn braid for this character, so can pull out the points, make them round. Let's grab that fill real fast. Create the oval shape. Yeah. I've been working a whole bunch. And let's make the second braid. Let me give the illusion that it's going over the shoulder. Of course, this picture will not move in the animation. This is only a test that I had. A test of animation in my head, so now I can Control C to copy that braid. Let's come over here to the head. Let's create another layer called this something over or something over. Yeah, there we go. Make a quick switch out of it. Just convert it to switch. Okay. I want to copy this braid, so I'm gonna highlight the points, copy, paste. Then the braid is gonna be a little bit smaller due to the fact that the hair is getting less. Go one more time. And then let's create a blank layer to call this blank. And then let's take this over. Let's call this over. Let's look the student layer. Let's adjust some things. So I want to make sure the origin point is down at the base. And this is easier because I can easily adjust the size of the picture easily. As you can see, I don't want to do that right now, but I do want to have a way to control the switches. Hold on, let me create one more shape for the back of the head. Let's delete these shapes. Drag at this point. Create a different point. so that way we have some type of variety into the shape of the character. Okay. Well, let's say if I want to, create a school of students without any issues, without rerun the same image over and over again. So what I'm going to do is convert this into bone. Now let's create some bones. The bones, with the bones, it really doesn't matter where you click on the canvas, as long as they're not highlighted and not parented to anything. So we're gonna make 3 bones. So this is number 2. Let's create our last one. Let's select the bone strength. Select all down to 0. We don't want anything influencing these layers. Let's go ahead and select the bones, all of them at the same time. Come over here to bone constraints, angle constraints. Set this to 90 and to 0, so that we have an easier way to easier way to switch. Easier way to control the switches. There we go. Okay. So select this first bone. This first bone is going to be hair switch. Then press Ctrl K. And let's create a new action. Go over to frame, let's say 24. And swing that down to where this ends. Let's go over to the hair switch. Select the very first one. Then on frame 18, we can go ahead and start selecting the 2. Somewhere in here, we can select hair 3. Let's do this for the rest. So I'm gonna remain silent and do the rest of them according to the switch layers. And you guys don't have to do this. This is something that I do. But this is just to give you an idea what to do. And this one will be back here switch. Let's create the action for it. Frame 24. Okay. That looks pretty good right there. Now with my character setup, our background character, let's save this as background. Student. Okay, make sure that is saved. We don't want to lose this character. So what I'm going to do next is create a different layer. Call this scene INT for interior shot. Now let's say if you're working with a script, and let's say now if the character is the main character is in the classroom, well, we need characters now. But first we need to create the scene first real fast. So let's do that. Let's call this PG. Always click move to camera, which is rather simple. Create the new vector. Now with this setup, it's going to be like just a flat image with nothing special or anything, because the invisible script that we're producing doesn't require us to do anything fancy. Like with most of animation storytelling, the best way to tell your audience something is just should be straightforward. Although I should follow my own bias. Okay. So also create a window too. Might as well be creative. Actually, we're gonna be turning on the grid. And it's a little bit harder to see what I'm doing. Okay. Control A, Control C, Control V to duplicate this. Then let's create a panel around this window. So let's create something that looks like this. I know it's a little bit hard to tell what color this is. We're gonna turn it kind of like off-white. Select the color, shift, hold down down arrow key to get this. Gonna rein it in so that way it will be even across the border of the windows. That looks decent enough. Let's zoom back out real fast. Yeah, I'm going to have to make sure that this is in perspective with the walls. It's been a while. There we go. Let's copy everything and flip them over. This is so that we have some type of depth. Unfortunately, I don't like it, so I'm gonna undo everything. And it's okay to play with her scene as you go along. Hold on. Let me save this document. And then let's go back into MOHO 12. Should only take a second. There we go. Okay. And then let's create a disk. Okay. So what we want to do is turn on this grid. Create some sticks to indicate a disk. Let's also import our character. So what I'm going to do is save this. Let's open up our previous document, background character. So over here on edit, we're gonna copy a layer and then go over to our scene, go paste layer. Now let's shrink this down and make sure it's in our behind the desk. Make a group selection. Put the student. Let's also shrink this character down. So make sure it is hiding behind the desk. And you notice that we need some pair of legs to roll faster for this character. So what I'm going to do is just put it behind the desk. And then let's also to go into the layer of the probably the disk, or create a new one. Oh, let's create a new one. Call this legs. Let's zoom in on the disk. There we go. Be sure to be on the legs. Copy this color. I know that the line artwork is a little bit off. That's fine for right now. Let's turn back on the grid. And the seat would be right around here. Then let's create a torso, a middle of a torso, and some legs. So, the quickest way to do this with cheating is just to create a black shape for the torso. We might have to turn off the grid for right now. Grab the points. And it depends on your type of color of your pants. I'm going can have like a random color. How about dark blue? We're gonna make two like legs. It doesn't have to be anything fancy, of course, because you're not gonna be able to see the characters, background characters in the scene. So this is the knee, of course. So our character is sitting down, but it's up to you how you can approach this situation too. It can be as elaborate as you want. Except I would advise against doing anything crazy, because if you have a character that has complicated that is complicated, you're gonna have a hard time controlling everything on the scene. Let's rotate this so that it looks like she's cross-legging her legs. While I'm at it, I'm gonna adjust the disk. Raise the shape up, and then let's also to add a back of the chair. I hope this video is not that terribly long, but if it is, I can easily not do it again. Let's zoom out on the character itself. select the seat, turn on the grid. Then right before the where the shoulders lie, we're gonna be placed in the back of the seat. And we can also rest in it in between the back layer of the student. So now we have one of our students. Now the problem is that we need multiple ones. How do we do this? And then, how? Okay, so I just suggested the origin point down here by the feet. So let's also duplicate this layer. Call as is student 2. And then let's slide the other character into the other position. Oh, I should be really here because of the 6 feet rule. Sorry. It's a joke. Then let's create one more character. Okay. So that looks okay and stuff, but it seems like if it's a clone of the same person. So let's work on that real fast. So let's go over to this second character, select the legs, and let's also adjust this rotation. And we're gonna be moving it up. I know it's a little cheating, so this is how we're gonna approach this situation. So we're gonna be also selecting the legs. And just adjust them accordingly. And so now if we zoom out, it looks like we got 3 separate characters, which is kind of cool. Then on frame 1, just real fast, we're gonna select, we're gonna zoom in on the student, and then let's look at different hairstyle. On frame 1. So this one will have the corn rosa braids. Then over here on the second student, we're gonna do the same thing. We're gonna zoom in on the student, and then let's go ahead and select a different hairstyle. Let's do something like this. So then, in theory, if we zoom out, we have 3 separate characters. Almost we're in the same thing. Let's actually fix that real fast. I'm so bad at this. Let's change this color real fast to something that I like. And it's okay to change the color and stuff like that. It's your artwork. Just be careful not to make your background characters a distraction from your main character. And we can also now put this inside of a group layer. I'm from 1, of course. I'm from 0. Go to the student line 1. So the students are in one group by the feet, so we can translate all these over to the middle, and we can also adjust the size about 3 girls over. So we can also duplicate this again and make them a little bit bigger, and then force them down here. Offset them ever so slightly, and it looks better. We have a scene now. You can put your character in the middle. It really doesn't matter. Now we got students in our scene, but anyway, you can either copy this idea or not. But anyway, this has been Chris from Kazumi Champ Productions, and if you like my video, hit that like button for me and subscribe for new content. I don't know when I'm gonna be able to upload again. Alright guys, thank you so much for watching this. Bye, stay safe, wash hands, don't touch your mouth. Okay, don't go nowhere. Okay, bye.